Welcome to What She's Worth, the podcast dedicated to empowering women, amplifying bold voices, and challenging the status quo. This show offers candid conversations about leadership, career growth, and workplace equity. Featuring inspiring guests from industry leaders to rising changemakers, we celebrate ambition, advocate for equality, and provide actionable tools to help women thrive. Join us as we dismantle barriers, build confidence, and own our worth. Because knowing your worth is just the beginning. Owning it changes everything. Hey everyone, it's Ashley, and I am here with a bonus solo episode. This is our first installment of Power Moves, Women Winning in Q1 of 2025. This is a segment where we celebrate the incredible achievements of women breaking barriers, setting records, and making history across industries. It's the perfect time to recap some of the major accomplishments so far this year as we wrap up Women's History Month. From music and sports to science and government, women have been making power moves in the first quarter of 2025, and today we are here to highlight those wins. So let's dive in. Music. Women were taking over the Grammys. The 2025 Grammy Awards were nothing short of historic, with women dominating the major categories. Beyoncé won Album of the Year and made history again by becoming the first Black woman to win Best Country Album with Cowboy Carter. And speaking of firsts, songwriter Amy Allen took home the inaugural Grammy for Songwriter of the Year, non-classical, proving that women are leading both in front of the mic and behind the scenes. Other notable wins include Doechii taking home Best Rap Album, as well as Lainey Wilson, Joni Mitchell, Victoria Monet, Gabby Moreno, Karol G, Tyla, Chappell Roan, and Sabrina Carpenter all snagging awards. With that lineup, it looks like women won every category in the general field except for Producer of the Year and Songwriter of the Year. In another milestone moment, K-pop sensation Jennie Kim is now the first solo female South Korean artist to place on the streaming songs chart, and she also hit 1 million global sales in the first week for her debut album, showcasing the global influence of women in music. And it's becoming clear that women's sports are booming. They are not just gaining ground, they are taking over. In 2025, the industry is projected to generate over $2.35 billion, with a B, in revenue, a 25% increase from last year, according to ESPN. From packed stadiums to record-breaking viewership, women's basketball and soccer are leading this charge. In women's soccer, the National Women's Soccer League is preparing for expansion, with new teams in both Denver and Boston set to join in 2026. These developments underscore the growing investment and interest in women's professional soccer. I personally grew up playing soccer, so this is really exciting for me to see. Meanwhile, the WNBA is expanding for the first time since 2008 with the Golden State Valkyries, who also just became the first in WNBA history to sell 10,000 season tickets, proving that demand for women's sports has never been higher. And speaking of breaking barriers, Kirsty Coventry, a two-time Olympic gold medalist from Zimbabwe, just became the first woman to lead the International Olympic Committee as president, a huge win for representation in global sports leadership. Back in February, Autumn Lockwood became the first Black woman coach to win a Super Bowl. In addition, Nike aired its first women-only Super Bowl ad in 30 years. I know my jaw was on the floor when I saw it. Was yours? Sabrina Williams also joined Kendrick Lamar for a surprise cameo during the halftime show. Over in science and space, women are reaching new heights. Kelly Girardi, a commercial astronaut and one of my personal favorite Instagram follows, seriously, go check out her profile, was named one of USA Today's 2025 Women of the Year. She is celebrated for her suborbital spaceflight with Virgin Galactic and her efforts to make space exploration more accessible to women and young people in STEM fields. In addition, the space industry just got a little more diverse. Aisha Bowe, a former NASA aerospace engineer, is set to become the first Black woman to fly with Blue Origin. Her upcoming mission in April 2025 is inspiring the next generation of women in STEM to reach for the stars, literally. And while we're on the topic of trailblazers, this year marks the 80th anniversary of the first women admitted to the Royal Society. one of the most prestigious scientific institutions in the world. We have Marjorie Stevenson, a pioneer in biochemistry, and Kathleen Lonsdale, a physicist, to thank for that. A reminder that while progress takes time, it is always worth celebrating. In education, organizations like UNESCO and Progress are actively working to increase women's participation in STEM fields through initiatives like scholarship campaigns and by highlighting the importance of gender-balanced scientific communities. UNESCO's Imagine a World with More Women in Science campaign launched on February 11th and emphasizes the crucial role women play in driving scientific progress. Progress Software is offering a Women in STEM scholarship series to empower and support future female leaders in computer science, software engineering, IT, and computer information systems. And these are just a few of the initiatives that I found. In arts and entertainment, women are at the forefront of culture. Music, film, and television continue to be reshaped by women's talent and influence. Back in February, an Annenberg Inclusion Initiative report showed that gender parity had been reached for the first time ever in Hollywood, with 54% of the top grossing films of last year having a girl or woman in a leading role. In addition, the films in the race for the Oscar for Best Picture were overwhelmingly highlighting the stories of powerful women. And just this month, Zendaya became the highest paid Black actress at $1 million per episode for Euphoria. The 36th annual GLAAD Media Awards featured a star-studded red carpet event with celebrities like Cynthia Erivo and Sophia Bush showcasing the influence of women in the entertainment industry. And meanwhile, at the Royal Television Society Awards, Claudia Winkleman received the Outstanding Achievement Award for her contributions to television, proving that women's voices in media are stronger than ever. In government and leadership, women are shattering glass ceilings. Women in government have definitely been making headlines too. In Colorado, women hold the majority in the legislature for the first time, with 52% of the General Assembly now led by women. Representation matters, and Colorado is setting an example for the rest of the country. On the national stage, Susie Wiles made history as the first female White House Chief of Staff, stepping into one of the most influential roles in government. And in a groundbreaking moment for faith and leadership, Sister Simona Brambilla became the first woman to lead a major Vatican office, a move signaling real change in religious institutions. Lastly, but certainly not least, are the women like the remarkable Giselle Picot, whose bravery, resilience, and powerful message have become a symbol of the fight against sexual violence, topping lists such as The Independent's Most Influential Women, BBC's 100 Women, and Time Magazine's 2025 Women of the Year. And there you have it, just a few of the incredible power moves women have made in the first quarter of 2025. From boardrooms to ball fields, from space missions to music history, women are proving that there are no limits to what we can achieve. I will see you next time. That's a wrap on today's episode. If you enjoyed this conversation, make sure to subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode. If you found value in today's discussion, I'd love it if you left a review. It really helps more people discover the show. Want to keep the conversation going? Connect with us on Instagram at What She's Worth for more insights, updates, and inspiration. You can also watch video episodes on YouTube. Just search for the What She's Worth channel. And if you're looking for empowering merch to rep your ambition, head over to whatshe'sworth.com to shop our latest designs. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.